Good evening. There's criticism tonight of the government's decision to appoint a former anti-terrorism chief to investigate allegations that Muslim extremists are trying to take control of some schools in Birmingham. Peter Clark has been tasked to look into the claims, which involve 25 schools, both state-run and independent. He will work alongside Birmingham City Council, who've received at least 200 complaints in relation to the allegations. The Department of Education say Mr Clark has substantial experience in leading high-level investigations, but some say the appointment is unfortunate.
Michael Gove has gone and put in somebody who has a counter-terrorism background, and I think that sends a really negative message to everybody that is trying desperately to get to the bottom of these allegations, to work out what is true and what isn't.
His appointment will end with people seeing the whole issue of schools in East Birmingham as being a counter-terrorism issue, and I think that would be wrong. I think it would cause unjustified concerns within communities and within partner agencies, and for that reason I think the appointment was unfortunate.
A 19-year-old man has been found guilty of murdering a 20-year-old football coach in Leicester. Hussein has today been convicted of stabbing Antoine Akpon to death last September. The jury will resume its deliberations tomorrow on a second man accused of murder. He's 19-year-old Abdul Hakim of Woodhill in Leicester. He denies the charges. Port Vale captain Doug Loft is recovering with a suspected broken cheekbone after an altercation during training last Thursday. His injuries were shown in this picture on the back of today's Sun newspaper. The club has sacked defender Daniel Jones with immediate effect and has launched an internal investigation, while Loft is now unable to play for the rest of the season. For fans, it's yet another disappointing turn of events.
You couldn't write this in a soap, really. It's on all the time. So I think there is that kind of feeling, but also just really upset because Doug Loft's our captain. We really missed him on Saturday. He's a very good player, an integral part of the team, definitely in the running for Player of the Year. So it's just gutting.
A Midlands youth centre, which hit hard times after it attracted gangs, has been turned around and is now beginning a new future. Builders, police, local people and supermarket staff gave their time to do a makeover on the centre. As Mark Goff reports, it's key to making sure young people don't get sucked into crime and gangs.
A fresh lick of paint and a fresh start. It seems a simple thing, but giving young people somewhere to go, a social club, may lead them away from a life of crime and gangs.
You know what, it's a home from home for them, and that's what we're trying to emphasise and create more of, and just somewhere that they can meet with their friends, they can chill out, they can relax. They like to chill, that's what they like to do.
The Oakland Centre is in Handsworth in Birmingham, an area which has had its problems with gangs, but things are getting better. So, locals, police from the gangs task force, builders and the Prince's Trust have rolled their sleeves up. Jermaine Johnson is a local, a painter and decorator, but he knows how clubs like this can help young people.
Instead of chilling with their friends on a street corner, they're chilling with their friends in a safe environment. I think role models is a big thing. When you go to a youth centre, you got positive people around you. You actually have got sense on their heads and encouraging people to do the right thing. Also in my youth centre, so I had English classes and maths classes, so if you feel like you were struggling with your schoolwork, you also would go there to get a bit of help as well.
When young people on the streets, there's a chance they can get drawn into, different negative things that are going on out there, particularly criminal activity. With the youth centre, they're able to not be at home, to meet with their friends, and it's a safe environment. It's staffed here, we look after young people, we don't tolerate bullying or any kind of violent behaviour, whereas when they're on the streets, we can't prevent anything they might get involved in, so then being here is a lot safer than being out on the streets.
The Auckland Centre's been here for a long, long time, and it used to be a thriving community centre for young people. I would say that changed 4 or 5 years ago, where there was still a few gang tensions in the area. There were 1 or 2 issues around the Auckland Centre which changed things. That was a long time ago. Things have moved on since then. And today is all about getting the Auckland Centre back up and running again and being a thriving centre for Handsworth youth.
And this is just the start. Cleveland Fletcher has got his own building firm, and he's promised to train young people who use the centre in the building trade. It means a lot. His grandfather, now passed on, helped start the centre.
We're going to take them on training schemes where we're going to become plumbers, decorators, painting builders, and what they're going to do, they're going to come and work for my company doing eco deals, and we're going to just give them a better future basically.
A better future and a brighter future for these young people. Mark Goff, ITV News, Birmingham.
The Highways Agency has released dramatic CCTV footage as it warns drivers about the potential dangers of towing caravans and trailers over the Easter period. This footage was captured on the M1 in Leicestershire, and it shows a car snaking out of control before overturning and colliding with a safety barrier. The agency says there were more than 860 incidents involving caravans, trailers and other towed vehicles in the Midlands. Football news now, and Aston Villa have announced that 2 of manager Paul Lambert's team have been suspended, while 2 others have been promoted to assist him. Shay Given and Gordon Cowans today took part in their first training session as assistant managers, following the suspension of Ian Culverhouse and Gary Carter. ITV News Central was told the players have enjoyed training today more than they have done in several months. The club has yet to disclose why assistant manager Culverhouse and head of football operations Carter were suspended. Now let's get the weather forecast from Lucy.
A short break. Whatever the weather. ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
Hello, well, it's been a beautiful day and we've got more sunshine on the way for tomorrow before the cloud rolls in for Thursday and Friday. But the weekend isn't looking bad. Some sunshine to look forward to as well, especially on Saturday. As for tonight, staying dry everywhere with clearing skies. Temperatures taking a tumble though, already quite chilly out there. Lows of 1 or 2 degrees Celsius with a touch of ground frost possible. So tomorrow morning it will be a chilly start to the day. Don't be deceived by that sunshine, but all of us will enjoy wall-to-wall sunshine as we head through the day, and if anything, it's going to feel warmer than today.
ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
And that's all we've got time for tonight. There are updates on our stories on the website, itv.com/central. From the late team, good night.